Alright folks, we're just scouting around here and we look up here on the bank and there's a hole in the side of the earth underneath a rock. Is it the cave we've been looking for? Let me flip you around here. There it is. Just zoom in here. Now let me get my EDC light and shine in there. Ooh, there's a little cavity in there. Let's go up there and take a look. And I'll tell you what I seen before I seen the hole right there. I see a sinkhole right up there. Of course, you can't see over in the lip. That's kind of straight up. Well, let's go check out our hole first. Well, we don't have any bears in Indiana and no badgers. I'm going through the monsters that could jump out at me here. Goodness. All right, let's get the flashlight. I can't see nothing. It's so black. Dang on spider webs. Get a stick from the spider webs. I'm not opening. No cave, but I tell you what, that'd be, if you're a raccoon, that's a Taj Mahal. I don't see any signs of critters coming in and out of here either. Can't believe somebody ain't using that. Now, as far as up there, that's another one of them spots you need a rope to get to. All right, it's raining right now. There's like a 5% chance of rain today. That's cool. Let's get underneath our. Oh, Mother Nature shelter right here. We got a nice little canopy. Let's just find out a place. Find out a place. I think I said that last week. Find out a place. Let's find a place to kind of post up here and wait out the rain. Oh, it's so beautiful down in here. I'm glad I came down in here. Look at this. This is pretty. I tell you, this stream is never disappointed. There's all kinds of nice places up through here that I've run across, but down here, man, it's really nice. I even think that little plateau right there would be a nice little camping spot. Let's get across this stream. What'd you say? Good thing we have our redhead boots on. Oh, look at that nice little flat spot. A little soft. And we got a bench right here. You know, we've been looking for a spot that we can call our own that no one else has gotten to. This could be it. Nice little bench. Nice little flat spot if I wanted to pitch a tent. Doesn't have a couple places for a hammock. Man, it'd be nice if there was another tree right here. Okay, there's that one. Could go with that one. That'd be a little bit of a spread. It might work. Might work. Oh. I don't know about that tree or that one. Just same way, just outside of comfort. I need about 12, 13, 14 feet, 15 feet. All right, it quit raining. I'm gonna get the phone wet. I'm gonna push on here. I gotta make a nice spot for a camp anywhere down through here. You don't hear nobody. No parking lot close by. Let me turn you around. Ooh, do we want to crawl underneath that tree? Hanging on by a thread. Man, what a dilemma. That's like a mouse trap ready to be sprung, right? You know, if we go under that thing and our day has come. Our day has come. But I think it's going to gain us any advantage because I see a flood wash in there. We can't get through there anyway. It's just nothing but broke ankles and critters, and you can't walk on that. That's pretty much like a roadblock for us. We could, traverse around, but the property line's just down that way a little bit. So we're going to call that the end. We'd go a little farther if we could, but it's just not worth cutting through here just to get another 50, 60 yards. We don't want to go underneath the mouse trap. It's not that important. I just found this sitting here on the ground, this old pop bottle or beer bottle. Reminds me of when Dave Canterbury made a arrowhead out of a bottle just like that, using a deer antler he had found, and killed a turkey with it. I don't really want to pack that in my pocket or my bag right now. Maybe I'll come back another time with something hard that would get that. And we do have some antlers. Remember that we had them 2 heads. So I wanted to sacrifice a tine, and bring it with me and come get this sometime. We're going to pitch it right over there by that room. If it's there and we come back another time, we'll maybe think about that. I'm just looking for a optimal place to put the hammock and the camp, because I kind of like this big sandbar. I like putting a little fire out here on the sandbar and being out here close to the stream instead of kind of up here in the woods a little bit. So I'm gonna have a look around and bring you back in a little bit. I tell you, once you get in the woods and it's just quiet, and it kind of accepts you out here, and it just comes alive. All kinds of birds right now. I think I stood here for like 10 minutes just listening, and I was like, well, what do you do with Debbie? Oh, I don't know, man. I was like, Debbie, maybe you should get some firewood and make some coffee or something. I'm just kind of dazed. I haven't been out here in a couple of weeks, and there's just so much wildlife going on out here. Woodpeckers and crows and whatever that is, and that's nice. That's why we do it, folks, right here. Well, I can tell you when I really enjoy bringing a piece of equipment out. And it's really working for me when I don't bring it out, and I'm like I didn't bring my stool out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll just do it like I did in the olden days, just throw my little tarp down, sit on the ground, no biggie, I'm going to save that pound of weight. And then you get out here like, man, I wish I had my stool. I don't want to go back to the tarp. Lesson learned. I'm learning what's working for me out here. All right. I just want to go over a change that we made it to our lineup of our cooking system / coffee making system. First off, I go through my little fire starting kit. We started out with a pretty big kit, but we've nailed it down to really all we've been using for the past almost a year now. It's just a little Altoids tin, just a little baggie with cotton balls with Vaseline, and a magnesium stick with a ferro rod attached to it, and a Bic lighter. And to tell you the truth, you really wouldn't even need this because these Bic lighters are so reliable. Even if you get them wet, you can dry them off. Everyone knows you can dry those off in a couple of minutes. But as far as my fire starting kit, that's all we got right there. That's all I've been rolling with. It's been serving me just well. Got a little rubber band on it. Now, we've had some limitations with our rocket stove. When it's really wet out, when it's been raining, which it does a lot here in the Midwest, it's pretty much out of the game trying to find dry wood for it. So we got the spirit burner right here. It runs off, alcohol, or we use gasoline. Gasoline heat works really nice and hot and clean. You don't want to breathe it, but and when it's wet out, it's A1 stuff. It works great. I just want to see if I have any left in it here from last time. It feels a little heavy. But it has its limitations too, when it's, it's on their title. Leave it. And when it's windy out, you got to get some sort of windbreak. When it's like below 40 out, you got to kind of warm it up just a little bit, get a little heat in it so that it'll get vapors going. And so it does have its limitations. You're not going to cook a dinner on this. We can make some coffee. Um, but between those two, the rocket stove and this, it served us pretty well. But there's been times where, this wasn't optimal. It was just too windy and it had been raining. So we actually brought in, actually the canister, the little gel can that we tried out a couple weeks ago. And we found that it just doesn't get hot enough to boil water that we found within an hour or so. It's going to work great for just an ambiance next to our camp, or we just want to keep some tea warm for 3 or 4 hours or all evening. It's going to work great for that. So it's definitely going to have its place. And if you know, we've tried a couple of these not rocket stoves, these jet burners. The first one we tried was like a Coleman, a big one. It looked brand new at a yard sale, and of course it didn't work. We had like $1 or $2. Canned that, and then we bought another one in this canister right here on Amazon. I want to say this thing was like $5. Now it's a good thing it came in the canister because the burner didn't work at all, but the canister was worth the $5. Then we finally broke down and doubled our money up to like $13, $14. And got one recommended by a bunch of good people. Desert Fox, or Fox Desert, I think it is Fox Desert. A lot of people use this one. It's like $14. We've tried it out. It works great. And it fits right in this $5 box. So it works out great. Now we have an adapter on ours to fit on our propane tank. They don't come with this adapter. Without the adapter, they'll fit on the isobutane tanks, which are they're like half of this size. This just happened to be what we have, so that's what we're going to use right now. I know it weighs twice as much weight, but we'll adapt as we go. And I don't mean to knock on our rocket stove, because this is Old Faithful right here, but our wood's a little damp. I can feel it in the woods, but it's not too bad. It's burning it, but just that little bit of time I was talking to you about the spirit burner, it had chewed that wood up. We didn't even get in here to restock it. And now we have to start all over because we lost it all. Either it's too wet or it just gobbles it up. You got to keep it fed, which is fine. If we'd been paying attention, I would have fed it and keep going. But you do got to babysit it, just to get it to a point where you can get some coals or where you can boil some water. That takes time. So, it has its limitations, but it has its definitely pluses. This is Old Faithful for us. So, we got to make sure that thing is stable. I think we're stable enough. I think I'll go too. Put that one on the bloopers. I think we're all right. I think we're going to salvage it. Just make sure we got enough water. No, we need to add a little more water. Dagnabbit. All right, take 2. So I believe we'll have to put this in the normal rotation of things. We probably won't bring it every time, but when When it's been damp, which is a lot of times, we'll be bringing it. We'll bring our little spirit burner too, because it definitely takes less money and fuel to run it. This thing is definitely capable. As long as you don't blow it right off there, right? Jeez. All right, now, folks, we got you on percolator cam. When this thing starts going, we're going to bring you back to percolator cam. All right, we're checking in on percolator cam, and we don't have nothing yet. I mean, our lens is foggy, so I think we're heading in the right direction. We'll check back on, check back in on it in just a little bit. Any of you that follow the channel know that we have failed at making a cup of coffee just as many times as we've been successful. So it's always a treat if we pull it off. And we've been playing with different methods of doing it, so that's contributed to some of the uh, failure is a strong word, but contributed to us not getting a cup of coffee that day. So be nice if we can get one, especially since it's a nice spot it is. Really cap it off with a nice cup of vanilla flavored Folgers. I don't even have vanilla flavored at home, but I still have some in my pack. I leave it alone so when I come out here, have some special. I was about to turn that up, man. I don't want to blow it off. I'm anxious. So we bring it back on percolator cam, sorry. And we are starting to get some. Yeah, buddy. Well, we are rolling now. Maybe we can turn it down just a hair. Oh yeah. And how long you let it percolate is how strong your coffee is going to be. I think the best thing to do is just look at the color and see when it gets the color you like. Things are rocking a little bit on there. I should have my gloves on, right? In case I got to catch it. Well, I unscrewed this from the propane tank, and the propane tank is just hissing away, pushing propane out. And all I did was unscrew it. Well, this worked out fine. The propane tank didn't. I've never had that happen before on a propane tank before, ever. But Murphy's Law, if it can happen, it's going to. Well, we'll let that leak out and then we'll take the canister home and throw it away. Man, I tell you, Murphy's Law out here. If something can happen, it's gone. That's so hot. the Spirit Burner doesn't get that hot. I can drink it pretty much by now. That jet burner really gets hot. Let that cool for a little bit. I don't feel like burning my lip. Yeah, I've never seen a canister do that before. In all the years I've used them, I've never seen a video with anyone that ever happened. I'm just going to chalk that up to a freak anomaly. You know, I hate that it has to sit there and leak in the atmosphere, but what are you going to do? I'll get the trash out of here, but I've never seen that happen before. We got one use out of it. I bought a 2-pack. I hope the other one ain't the same way. Oh, we finally got it down just right. That Cold Creek cooled it down just fine. Oh, that's good. Hey, we got like 10 new subscribers this week, or this past 2 weeks. Unbelievable. If you'd asked me a couple of weeks, how long do you think it would take before you had 51 subscribers? I'd be like, oh man, maybe never. Maybe a couple years out, probably never. But man, I think Destiny really gave us some good luck last week, giving her a shout out. And thanks for the good luck. We got a few more subscribers now, little girl. So stick with us, and we'll go on a lot of adventures. So hey, if you like this kind of stuff, give me a like. I think we got a lot of likes on that last video, more than ever, and I think that really boosted into the algorithm and got some people to see the show that normally wouldn't. Matter of fact, about 90% of the people that see our shows are non-subscribers. So especially this last video, so give it a thumbs up, and that just gets it out there for more people to see. If it ain't your cup of tea, there's no hard feelings. If it is, we'd be happy to have you hanging out with us. And yeah, if you like to subscribe, we don't beg for subscribers on here, but if you like to, we would love to have you. Like the videos and get it out there for more people to see on our feed, because I've heard from some people, get my words out, that it's not coming up on their feed. But I think as more people start maybe commenting or liking, I think need to get some more people that might enjoy this sort of crazy thing. I don't mind radio. I don't want to get a copyright. I get them all the time, and they always it gets shot down because I do it the right way most of the time. I don't want to get knocked on this, so I'm going to bring it back in a little bit, but I'm going to turn on some tunes and listen to the birds out of one ear and some nice tunes out of the other ear. Kick back here on my pack and just relax. We're going to finish our cup of coffee. I think that's going to be about it for this week. I want to thank you guys for coming along this week. I've had a blast. And tune in next time for our next adventure. Remember, folks, life is just one adventure at a time. So if you can't get out and have your own adventure, you're more than welcome to come with me. Thanks for watching.